Jackson County Board of Education to order. So, a lot of you have been here before, but we always start our our regular session with a moment to reflect on the things that are going on in our county and system, state, and world, nation. And to reflect and pray and just take into consideration the needs and certainly the opportunity to be thankful for what we do have. So if y'all will bow with me for just a second for a few moments. Thank you. All right, so we did talk about a couple of items that were on our agenda during our work session, and hopefully that kind of cleared up any questions that anybody in the audience may have had. With that being said, we will now consider a motion to approve our agenda.
I'll make a motion. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? And all in favor of approving this regular meeting agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries and this agenda has been approved, and we're going to jump straight into our recognitions, and we've almost got a Jackson County senior celebrity with us today, and he's probably being recognized for something that you may not be aware of. Actually, if we'd said basketball or maybe a big shot, you'd think, oh, that's that Leroy kid.
He's been recognized for that too, because he wasn't here last week.
That's right. Okay, well, you're
last month.
Getting double duty, Jackson. So anyway, Mr. Davidson, could take off.
Well, I want you to stand up in front of everybody. So first of all, come up to the center of the room and let everybody look at you. I told this young man as he won the state championship, I don't get to pick favorites, and I can't say that a kid's your favorite or anything like that, but if I was going to have to select a very small group of students that represents everything that Jackson County stands for, and I would trust that he could go anywhere in the world and recognize Jackson County schools at the highest level. Watching this young man grow up and over the last few years just be so proud to see what he's done and accomplished. Not only is he a great young man individually, just as a person, he is athletic, he's academic, and he's very artistic. He was not here when we recognized the state championship team. You were actually on a mission trip, or you were something.
I was on pastor's conference.
Pastor's conference. So I mean, you got an excuse that you're not here because you're on a pastor's conference. You get a pass. But also now we're going to recognize you because you were actually. We've only been doing this for about 4 years. We've had 4 books, which Miss Ashley Pascal is not here tonight, but she started recognizing our artistic students through a magazine. We call it Our Time. It's a little magazine that has artwork in it from every grade level, and it's written work, it's drawings, it's paintings, it's prints. But the most prestigious award of it is being the cover. And so in 2024, this young man, Jackson Leroy, he painted the Alabama Band Group. And this is, I guess you did this with a pencil or charcoal?
Just a graphite.
Graphite. And that's pretty impressive. And we actually sent this, and Randy Owens signed it for you. So that was in 2024. And then this year, it hasn't been announced, it's tonight that we're announcing, he drew Jackson County and every mascot for 2026. So out of 2 of the 4 years this has been in production, he's been the cover artist 2 of the 4. So you're graduating, so you're giving somebody else a chance next year because nobody had a chance these last 2 years. It was awesome. These are great artists. I mean, you've got a career if you choose whatever it is. If you do anything artistic or if you become a teacher, you're hired. I can speak for that now. If you want to coach, you do a great job. You represented your team well. Not very many people will get to say when they grow up that you hit a game-winning shot that sent your team to the state championship game. And this crew of Scout, they're here tonight as just our members, but they were at every game, and they were as impressed with you as everybody that was a Jackson County guy. So congratulations. You deserve credit. These are yours. And we're going to take a picture with the paper right here. So all the board members are going to come up there.
Go ahead. Is there anything you want to say while we're doing that?
Sure.
I don't have nothing prepared.
I will say that Jackson came to the college and interviewed for presidential post, and it's a very competitive scholarship, so it's an interview in front of about 7 folks, and he received perfect scores from everybody's scoring, so I thought that was pretty impressive.
Who you got with you now? Your parents? You introduce who you got?
My dad's parents, my mom's parents, my mom's dad's mother, my great-grandmother, my sister, and my dad.
You got a lot of people proud of you.
You got B?
Yeah. We got some more recognitions. So the State Department of Education, I think it was last year or the year before that, started recognizing schools that were doing everything they could to recognize military support. So they created something called, I don't think the state of Alabama started this, I think they joined this initiative, but it's recognition of Purple Star schools. Whereas, and I'll just read one of these lines, whereas 40,000 children in the state of Alabama are members of military families. And that number is only going to continue to grow. If you look at Huntsville and what's going on the arsenal with the FBI, I mean, you work on there, Mr. King, all these jobs are bringing military families into our area. They're not all going to live in metropolitan Huntsville. They're not going to live in Madison County. They're going to look at living in places like Jackson County. And if we don't get ready for them, that they may overlook us. And the way that we can do this is each school, I challenge each school to become a Purple Heart school. We've had 3 schools. Hollywood last year went through the process and they became a Purple Heart school last year. And this year we had 2 schools, Bridgeport Middle School and Skyline High School, that both received recognition as being a Purple Star school. They'll each be able to hang a banner in their school. And these will be publicized on websites and across the state. And when a family is looking at moving into our area, a military family can see that if they go to these schools, they're going to be a military supported school. And so I want to congratulate all the hard work that these schools have done, all the trainings that they went through. Jackson County had 2, but you can see that there were multiple schools across the state. And it's my challenge again that all of our schools become Purple Heart schools. So representatives from Skyline and representatives from Bridgeport Elementary Middle School, would you come forward? That one is yours. If you want to unwrap it and hold it up, this one is yours. And then there was a resolution that the school board receives to keep in the middle. So get one more picture out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty.
All right, now we'll get right into our general business. The rest of this will not probably take as long as the first part, but general business A, consider a motion for any corrections, additions, or deletions to the March 18th, 2026 work session and board meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion.
So a motion to approve and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving those minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. B, consider a motion to approve the bid to Wilburn's Waxing Solutions for $16,476.42 for lunchroom floor waxing.
I'll make a
We
motion.
have a motion to
Second.
approve and a second. Any discussion on that?
This includes all of our school lunchrooms, every one of them.
And I think he was, he did some of this last year, didn't he?
Yes, it did it last year.
All right. All right, so we had a motion and a second. All in favor of approving this bid, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. C, consider a motion to approve the bid to Aquamarine Enterprises Incorporated for $258,215 for a new storm shelter at Flat Rock.
I'll make a
Have a
motion.
motion to
Second.
approve and a second. Any discussion on that one? All in favor of approving this purchase, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item D, consider a motion to allow an exception to the school assignment and transportation procedure applicable to Section High School. The result of this change will leave Macedonia School with pre-K through 6th grades.
I'll make a
A
motion.
motion to approve.
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor of approving this recommendation, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Under personnel, leaves, I think we're going to be able to take these as a group unless there's an objection. So we're going to consider a motion to approve the leaves in items A through E at their designated times.
I'll make a motion. Second.
Motion, second, any discussion? All in favor of approving the leaves in A through E, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Under non-renewals of the certified individuals now, so we're going to consider a motion to non-renew the individuals in the list provided under item A.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? I will say that this is effective May 31st. So we have a motion and a second with that explanation. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Then we have non-renewal of non-certified individuals. We're going to consider a motion to non-renew the individuals, non-certified personnel effective in this list. Here, item A, effective May 31st, 2026.
I'll make the motion.
A motion to approve that list.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving this non-certified personnel non-renewal list, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Resignations, we just have 2 of those, so we're going to take those in one if there's no objections. Consider a motion to accept the resignations of the individuals listed in item A and B.
I'll make a motion.
A motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor of approving the resignations of the individuals in items A and B, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Under retirements, we have several retirements. I'm going to read you the names of those, and then we'll take them as a list if it's okay with the board. We have Jesse Williams, who is custodian at Stevenson Middle School. Kathy Dean, a CNP manager at Macedonia School. Marsha Beatty, a teacher at Pisgah High School. Christy Carson, a teacher at Section High School. Mona Holcomb, a 7-hour CNP worker at North Sand Mountain School. Emily Smith, a teacher at Pisgah High School. Tisha Griffith, a teacher at Rosalie School. Shirley Avens, a school bus driver at Skyline High School. Carol Jones, a school secretary at Stevenson Elementary School. Simone Wilburn, a teacher at Rosalie. Trina Henniger, a teacher at Rosalie. And Steve Herron, principal at Bryant. So we wanted to give those people recognition, and it makes me feel a little old because I've got classmates in here who are starting to retire, and I'm thinking, what am I still doing working? But anyway, we're proud of these individuals, and we certainly want to thank them for their dedication to Jackson County. But that being said, we would like to consider a motion to accept the retirements of the individuals in items A through L at their designated time.
I'll make a
Have a
motion.
motion to accept?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor of approving the retirements in items A through L, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We have a few transfers. And again, if it's okay with the board, we'll take those in one motion. So we are going to consider a motion to approve the transfers for individuals in items A through D to their designated location at the designated time.
I'll make a
A
motion.
motion to
Second.
approve. A second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving the transfers for the individuals in items A through D, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Then under employments, we have 2 different really groups. We have A and B, which are going to be regular transfers or employments here, and then C is going to be employing students for, teachers and aides, nurses for summer school. So
Take them all.
I think we take them all. You're good with that?
I do have an announcement during the discussion.
Okay. You want to break it off or?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Then we're going to consider a motion to employ the individuals for their positions at their time and locations in items A through C.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
And a second. Any discussion, Mr. Davidson?
Yes, the discussion is this. It says Stevenson Elementary School, Stevenson Middle School, as if it would be 2 sites for summer school. We have a maintenance project that we need to work on in the lunchroom at Stevenson Elementary, so summer school will not be taking place at the elementary school. Everybody knows that. They should be communicating that, but it is for those students. So it's listed that way, but the site will be Stevenson Middle School only.
Okay. All right, thank you for clarifying that. All right, so we had a motion and a second to approve those employments. And we had a little bit of discussion. Was there any questions based on Mr. Davis's comment? And all in favor of approving those appointments, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And then we have one contract. A, consider a motion to approve the contract between Jackson County Board of Education and Rebecca Griffin, certified school psychometrist, to provide services for Jackson County students.
I'll make a motion.
A motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving this contract, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries and the contract's been approved. Under announcements, I think everybody heard when our next 2 board meetings were going to be, May the 6th and May the 20th. So you know those times, that's going to be 5 o'clock with our start time there for that. And Mr. Davis, any other announcements?
It's April. I've got a bunch of announcements.
get 'em.
Hopefully you guys received an email from me that's giving you some dates and events and times and places. But April and May, there's a lot of things that go on during those months. So track was held last night, yesterday afternoon at North Jackson High School. Skyline Boys won the overall team track and Pisgah Girls won overall team track. Starting Friday of this week, so that's Friday and then Saturday at North Jackson at the Stevenson Park at the North Jackson Field. It will be our Jackson County varsity baseball tournament, and the championship game is penciled in to be scheduled or to be starting around 4 p.m. on Saturday. Again, that's at Stevenson Park. Also this Friday, this Friday the 17th, we will host the 2nd annual Regional Civics Bee. If you remember last year, it was the first Civics Bee. Mr. King's daughter, you actually qualified for that, didn't you? Mm-hmm. And so we'll have students, I think 21 Jackson County students out of the 23 students participating in this region will be 21 of the 23, I think, are Jackson County students. And that's here in the theater at the Kevin Dukes Theater Friday morning, the 17th. It's a Jackson County, it's a Mountain Lakes Chamber event. We are the host site. Next Friday, keep your fingers crossed that we have the same weather that we've been having, even though we do need rain. We don't want rain next Friday, April the 24th. Last year, we weren't able to have the Exception Olympics because of weather. It was like a monsoon season last year. We didn't have a backup date, and we didn't have that event. This year, it is scheduled for next Friday, April the 24th, with a backup day for weather the following week, which would be May 1st. And that's held at North Jackson on the football field. I encourage everybody to be there. You may hear kids in the building tonight. There may be play practice because they're getting ready for the 3rd play ever from the Jackson County Schools in the Kevin Dukes Theater. This year, the play is Annie Jr. It is held April the 27th through May 1st during the school day for all of our Jackson County elementary students. They will all have a schedule. They'll all come and watch the play during the day. I think there's 2 performances each day. Is that right? So these kids are having 2 performances each day during the school day? Except for the first day.
It'll be just afternoon only because we got math tournaments being held, or we're doing tests that morning
Right.
on the school campuses and all that.
But if you, the general public, want to come watch the play, it is one day only for general admission, and that is Saturday, May the 2nd. There's 2 shows. There'll be a midday matinee and then an evening show. So I encourage everybody to come out and watch the play. Saturday, May the 2nd. There'll be QR codes in places where you can buy your tickets, or you can buy your tickets at the door. Jackson County Music, which is something that our band director Tim Clark has started this year for beginner band. It's open to any 6th through 12th grade student in Jackson County schools. They have music lessons here at the Kevin Dukes building every Monday and Tuesday from 6 till 8 p.m. If you know a student in the 6th through 12 that has musical talents that has not been participating, please encourage them to contact Mr. Tim Clark. We're going to host a First Southern Bank night here on Tuesday, April the 28th. Board members, please make sure your calendar is marked. That'll be for all board members to attend. We're opening the bank for First Southern Bank, and we're going to have a huge announcement that night. Our math competition, which Mr. Colvin mentioned, our math competition is the week of April 27th through the 30th, with the actual tournament being on the 29th for high school and the 30th for 5th through 8th grade. The Impact Luau is Friday, May the 1st. Impact Luau supports Jackson County Schools in a number of ways through any initiative we have for teaching reading, to we've asked for them to sponsor giving the ACT work keys to all of our 9th grade. So we want to support the Impact. I think you may be
Yes,
the president of the Impact Board now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I appreciate that. I don't know. Sometimes I have a hard time telling people no on things like that.
Cooking, you'll be cooking shrimp that night, right?
About 300 pounds.
So May 1st, so everybody get your tickets for that. Something I really want to stress, we have not really, we've seen dips in our military enlistment, but we have a number of students from all of our high schools that is listing in the military, and we have our career coach, Mr. Stephen Pereira, has organized a military enlistment night. It's Monday, April the 27th, 5:30 at the VFW. That's outside at the, if you've not been to the Veterans Memorial, it's a great location, and we're going to spotlight all these students that have been decided that they're going to enlist in any service of the military. They'll all be recognized Monday, April 27th, 5:30 p.m. And then the all-county academic banquet is Tuesday, May 5th at Goose Pond. Get your tickets to Mountain Lakes Chamber of Commerce or in person, or go to them directly to get your tickets. And the last two things I have. One is a letter I received today. It's been about a year's, probably longer than a year's worth of work for Mr. Colvin, Ms. Blackwood, and myself. Well, we went to the training at least twice, I think, right? But we finally received confirmation that Jackson County Schools is a charter school authorizer. So what that means is if some charter school wanted to start a charter school, or any group or an organization that wanted to start a charter school in Jackson County or Scottsboro City, that they must go through Jackson County Schools to authorize that charter. We'll maintain this each year by going to trainings. We've informed you as a board. If anything were to happen with that, we would proceed through the process, but we are an official authorizer of charter schools for Jackson County. And then last but not least, and a very difficult thing to say, and I don't really know how to word this, but we are missing someone. We're missing someone that sat right there in that chair, 2 seats over from Mr. Porter right now, Mr. Newton Guess. If you've ever been to a Jackson County board meeting, that seat was filled by a large man that had a large presence in life, and that man is greatly missed, and we know that Dr. Guess misses him more than anybody could ever do. But we're going to honor him by reserving that chair for him. That is his seat. And this plaque will be attached to that chair, and we ask just out of grace and respect that no one ever use that chair again. So that placard will be added to that seat after this board meeting, and that will always be in honor of Mr. Guess.
All right. Any other announcements? We will entertain a motion to adjourn this and get ready for our whole board training.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We're now adjourned. Thank you for coming.
We'll have about a 10-minute reset if any principal wants to stick around.